Where should I begin? My team play to win, no we get it in. Play the golf, fucking with the pack, that'd be a sin. We was blessed with a couple things I cannot explain. Took his phone, hard to hook, and that just made me let it ring. Hear that blast, he like, what's the sound? Told him chop it down. He a square, fill him up around, know his metrics now. Take him out, we won't make him wait. We will not be late, bro. Hit my phone, asked him what's the code. Told him it's a date, got the drop. Then we shut him down, open up shop. Seen a eye, kept it moving, homie, he ain't even stop. We the why, to some music that was bumping down the block. Had to put away the pistol, I ain't fucking with the cop. Took a shot of the liquor, you should know what's in my cup. Got a team full of smokers, everybody rolling up. Seen a nigga bust a Louie, I ain't really give a fuck. No, I keep a shooter with me, I got Ray Ray in the cup. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. And in the meantime, in the between time, let's try to be a little better to the world. So maybe the world might be a little better to you. What is this? Santana's back to business. Hey. Good people, welcome back once again on another fine Wednesday at 10 p.m. If you don't already know, I am Trey Holiday, and this is Trey Holiday's TRAMATIC podcast. And as always, I'm in the muff building with my muff guys. Start to my immediate left, we got
Shellz or Hootie Mac, Hootie Bang Bang from the Plain Gang, Mr. High Quality. What's good?
Right next to him, we got my good brother in the building.
Good evening, people.
Amen. Amen. As always, we got the big fella in the building.
You, chubby baby, chubby baby, chubby baby. Finna get active.
Right next to Chubbz, we got a recurring guest co-host in the building.
On B, 103. Salutations, man. It's always a pleasure to be here with y'all, man.
It's always a pleasure
Yes, sir.
to have you pull up, my nigga. And as always, behind the motherfucking boards, the pod god himself.
It's your man, Franklin St. Grimes, a.k.a. the Benefactor. This shit is streaming everywhere you can stream. Shout out to the whole Tramania. This is Trey Holiday's Traumatic Podcast, episode 120 fucking 9.
129.
129.
Man, bumpy, man. Feel like you just left, bro.
Yeah, you was just here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to feel like home over here, man. I gotta pop out more often.
Always welcome.
We actually only had one episode in between the last time y'all was here.
Oh.
Cause we ain't recorded the week after. Last week, well, the week after that we had a guest. Last week we ain't record, and then now you're back.
Happy to be here.
So you feel me?
Thank y'all.
High efficiency rating. How everybody feeling this evening? How everybody been feeling since the last time we all sat amongst each other?
Feeling great, bro.
Amen.
Blessed to be here, man. Every day.
Well, I'm gonna say shout out to my good brother Shellz and Hootie Mac.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Not to put all his business out there, but if you follow him on social media, you would know. My man took a trip to Atlanta.
I did.
Which means that is a check off the 2025 things I want for myself list. Traveling has begun. You feel me?
And I had an amazing time.
If you got a cut, let's raise a cut to Brother Hootie and his accomplishments. You feel me? Why not?
Appreciate y'all.
Shalom.
Can't wait to raise a cup to y'all.
Amen.
Accomplishments.
Cause that's what I do. I kill people.
I don't know why Get Rich or Die Trying just randomly popped through a nigga head. Anybody watching Raising Kanan?
Hell
Yeah, hell yeah, hell
Kick
yeah.
back up.
Yeah. We 2 episodes in, right?
Episodes,
Oh shit,
man.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How y'all feeling about season? This is 3
This
or
season.
4?
I think it's 4.
I think it
Maybe
is 4.
4.
How y'all feeling about the new season?
I like the season so far. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanan, you know what I mean? Still doing his thing for real, but at the same time, on his mama wing for real.
But don't want to be.
At all. But where else he gonna get the work from? You know what I mean?
It just seems like it's more beneficial just to get with the program, you feel me?
It is, but you know how it go. You know what I'm saying? It's still, you still feel like you under your mama's thumb for real. So he kind of want to break away from that. But that shit cool. You know, the jukebox still in the military thing, cool for real.
Yeah, that was short lived.
Yeah, for real.
That was short lived. Of course, she was killing it though.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
G,
Cause she a G.
yeah,
She a G for real. So it ain't matter whatever like environment you put her in.
gay.
For real. Yeah, she all that. She all that.
It is what it is.
But nah, yo, I'm enjoying it so far for real. I'm interested to see where they gonna go with the season, especially with Marvin and the Italians and the FBI and all that shit for real. So it's gonna be very, very interesting for real to see where the season goes. And also want to see who gonna be the new characters that may be introduced later in the season.
That's what's up. We need to get Bumpy on there, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna say I did. I worked on Kanan for the first time a couple weeks ago. I don't know what episode it's gonna be, but I got to work on a set. I met Mario Van Peebles.
Okay.
The OG. He's a legend.
I didn't know he had something to do with he's writing or directing it.
Oh, he may be he directed your episode or?
Yeah, he was there.
That's fire.
I seen the nigga and I was like, kind of like, you know what I mean? My heart dropped and he peeped it. So he, real quick, he came, gave me a 5 and just cooled it down. I was like, oh shit.
Damn, that's
nobody
what's
knows who this nigga is? Like, that's crazy.
The real MVP.
You know what I'm saying?
You talking about New Jack City, nigga?
Facts. That's the first thing I think of.
New Jack City, nigga.
Yo, Pop's a G too, though.
Yeah, it's Pops. Yeah. They the
Right,
pioneers
he's the
for black
double
niggas in the movie industry. Is like doing their own movies and shit for real. So you gotta definitely get them niggas. You know what I'm saying? All their props.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Before we switch that topic, what's your favorite Power series?
I ain't gonna front. I like the one with what's the name too with Tariq.
Yeah.
That shit do be lit.
Yeah, I just rewatched that
What's that one called?
I forgot.
Ghost Book 2.
Ghost.
Power
Ghost.
Book 2.
That's the
Ghost
son.
Book.
Fact.
Yeah.
The son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just rewatched that whole shit for real. That shit was pretty good.
Yeah. I fuck with Tyreek, yo. You feel me? I fuck with Tyreek.
It was a long way. That's the shit about a show for real. Watching motherfuckers grow with a show.
Yeah.
Because you could hate a motherfucker at one point. Like, nigga, what are you doing?
What's wild is that's my favorite one too, and I was trying very hard to not watch it.
Yeah.
Yo, it's actually pretty.
That power universe will take you down a vortex you'll never get out of. I was like, okay, I saw Ghost, the original. I was like, I got
But
it.
it's a
I figured it out
continuation.
who was going to shoot him. I'm done.
Right.
All of a sudden, I watched one episode of Tariq, and all of a sudden, you're in the vortex.
You
You're not
back
getting out. Because that wound up being my favorite one too.
You know why I like that one as well?
Tell me why.
They leave it wide open for a movie. So, like, they may not have to be able to do a whole series again. We can just put it all into a whole movie like how Breaking Bad did.
Like a sequel.
Yeah, Breaking Bad did with Jesse for real. They made a whole little movie on what happened after he got loose and shit.
It's that El Camino, right?
Yeah, El Camino. Yeah, I think that should be fire.
I'm still upset they dropped the ball with the Tommy shit. I don't know what that Chicago thing was, but it was supposed to be him and 2-Bit running LA. If they would have did it that way, I've been
You watching Tommy one though?
Yeah,
I
I watched it.
It's not
bad.
but it's just not
He's got a weird
the
ass
caliber
brother.
of the other ones for real.
Yeah, but you gotta think, respectfully. It's a white guy.
Yeah, I feel
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
So
They
it's,
killed
it
like
take
the
a lot
best-
of believing.
Yeah, they killed the best character
Yeah,
on there.
Tommy cool. It's just
damn.
the people that get working around him that suspect to me. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that
Like,
nephew and that brother.
Yeah.
The brother is a weird looking fella, man.
That show picked up when Shorty with the cut on her face got on there. When she got on there, that's when that shit picked up.
Yeah.
When Shorty with the cut on her face got on there.
Because it
Right,
start
she
bringing.
came back from the past, right? She was a
But
black
yo,
woman.
like when she came back, it made me had to go back and watch
Right.
the beginning
That
of
shit was like-
Power.
Right.
She was on there. That was like the first
few
episode. Like, damn,
episodes,
first one, like,
yeah.
damn.
I had to go all the way back, and that's what they need more in the Tommy shit. They need more reoccurring actors.
Gotta bring 2-Bit on there.
That's gonna
can
like
you gotta
you know
bring
what I mean?
2-Bit
People
on
we
there, yo.
already used to. So if it's like, all right, if Tommy come up and now Tyreek in Chicago laying low or some shit or somebody.
crossing episodes.
You
they
feel
need
me?
to start
Yeah,
doing that.
or like the power, like really like switching power universes and shit for real. These characters in this world, in
They
this
need the
world,
Marvel universe out this bitch.
real shit. Like that's how you really get
Brother
it.
Louie.
Yo,
Do you got a favorite Power series?
nah.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna ask one more Power question. I'm gonna ask if we limit this to just the answer. All right. Who's your favorite Power character? Chubbz, if you don't say 2-Bit, I'd be kind of
Yeah, I was probably gonna say
surprised.
2-Bit. I was probably gonna say 2-Bit.
What you got, Frank?
Whoever Joey Badass is.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
I forget. I can't remember his name right now. Reek?
Ain't Neek.
Unique. Yeah, Unique. Yep. Yo, niggas really be in New York just named Unique, yo?
Yeah, because that's a 5%
Yeah,
name.
5% out there.
Okay.
That's an old school 5 unique, supreme,
Supreme,
knowledge,
yeah.
power. Niggas name like that, those be 5% of name.
I learn something new every day. Woody, you got a favorite?
Starving Marvin.
Starving Marvin, Uncle Marvin. What about you, Bumpy?
Who be?
Yeah,
I was gonna say unique.
yeah.
Right now, I like unique. He on fire.
Yeah, he is.
Louie,
I always like that
also
character.
know Louie. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, ultimately, I'd probably say Tyreek is my favorite character. You know what I'm saying? Because I just seen so much of him. You know what I'm saying? And so much growth. You know what I mean? Through his storyline.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I fuck with Shorty.
What that nigga say that one episode? I'm Tariq St. Patrick.
I mean, I'm like, yo, I actually like kind of
Yo,
like.
that was the one that didn't do it, though.
I'm Tariq St. Patrick.
You wanna know what made me like
Tariq motherfucking
St. Patrick? Yeah, we
just watched that shit, yeah.
That shit was funny. You know why I fuck with Ghost though? It's like, yo, that nigga had so much shit done in the afterlife. That shit had me like, God damn, nigga.
Yo,
He was ready.
You was ready.
That nigga had insurance on top of insurance on top of
Bruh.
insurance.
And he had everything thought out.
How
If
you send a letter to
any
the
type of case
warden
that
for
happened,
Tariq? I always knew you'd be here, little nigga.
bruh, that was crazy.
Like, damn.
So that's why I was like, yeah, Ghost was a good character even in the afterlife.
Brother Louie. He ready to bless us with some weekly wise words of wisdom.
Yeah. I got a little something real quick. You already know it's a segment that's just like me. It go by 2 names. Sometimes it's wise words of the week. Sometimes it's weekly words of wisdom. But either way, listen up, motherfucker. This week, short and simple. Think it's self-explanatory. Treat your goals like a to-do list and not a wish list.
Another one. That was easy.
Fair enough.
That's really heavy though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, need to hear that one.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it one more time.
Treat your goals like a to-do list and not a wish list.
That was easy.
Gotta be putting in some work.
Yeah. And like, you feel me? Make it like obtainable. You know what I'm saying? Make it obtainable. Like, and there's nothing wrong with like being able to grow beyond your initial goal. But I think that sometimes people set goals so far out that they don't even take the time to consider the steps in between, and then you get discouraged because you're not getting closer to what the goal is. You feel me?
I feel that. And one of the main things is like people don't plan. They don't actually find out what they need to do to actually achieve that goal.
Right.
It's just a goal that they have and they just want to do it.
I feel like a lot of people
At that point, it's just a dream.
a lot of people want instant gratification. They feel like it should just come to them.
Especially in this day and age.
Yo, for real. And they don't want to do the work. They just feel like they should, niggas should kiss their feet. They the ones. It's like, bro.
It's a microwave society.
For sure. Well, on all standards, though.
For sure.
Entertainment, you feel me, work,
Goofy shit get glorified quickly.
relationships,
Like, yo, we all got ADHD at this point, for real.
Oh, bro.
Like, we
That was
cannot,
easy.
you feel me, like, focus on one thing. Like, we all, that's why I just step into it and just be like, I'm a great multitasker. You feel me?
I gotta be doing things, yo. Like,
I'm great at multitasking. You feel me?
yeah.
I try to step into it, but Chad, like, for real, we got ADHD like a motherfucker. And it's these phones that really, you know what I mean, did it.
Yeah. Shout out to the phones, though.
Yeah, they're very useful.
I think it come with age, too. Like, as you get older, your just attention span just gets less with a lot of different shit.
No, I think it's all across the board, all ages at this point. I think it's 60-year-olds that can't pay attention the same way as 18-year-olds that can't pay
that's
attention.
True. It's true. It's definitely true.
Yeah, the 60-year-olds got a better reason.
Pay attention. Nah, their minds is right.
Tripping.
Niggas is not losing their minds as quickly as like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is still 75-year-olds on the road, all on the highway every day.
That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, like,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I ain't even gonna say you wrong, but then I definitely do think it's a lot of people out there losing their mind. I just think it's so many people out there where you got a lot of both.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a healthy balance.
If we can call it that. Right. All right. So look, fellas, we ain't pod last week, so this kind of like old news, but I think we can dedicate like 2 minutes to it. You feel me?
Right.
But I wanted to start with my wild card question before we got into the topic briefly. You feel me?
All right.
In worst case scenario, whose hairline would you rather have? LeBron James or Stephen A?
LeBron.
Yeah, I'm gonna go LeBron.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Man, it was.
At least he could save his shit.
At least he could just rock the one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he already had the what's the name? Because remember, his shit was more thin 10 years ago than it is now. So he
Like
definitely
Stephen
did
A.
something.
scared to what he gonna look like with the bald head.
That's
That's why he doing what he doing. He
Just
need to
keep
grow some
letting his
facial
shit
hair.
push
He don't have
back.
facial hair, nothing.
Yo, some motherfuckers, they really do this guy rock the balding until they don't got it no more. It really is just the best thing for him.
When the Sherman Hemsley took.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That afro around your head, like the clown pro, that shit is crazy.
It's like when you go to the barber shop, what you ask for. That's not what we're trying to figure out.
Make
Like,
it nice and neat.
A 1.5.
Or you just fly to one barber that can get this shit
Make it
right.
nice and neat.
Yeah, he probably got one barber that can get this shit right.
That's what I'm saying about Stephen A. shit. Like he got you would think he has the best barbers money could buy. The best
you can't do nothing about that, yo.
You can't help him.
He ain't do nothing about it. He got this
He
much
can't get the
forehead.
Beijing. He can't.
No,
I mean, he could just get
And he from
Nori.
Queens. He from Queens, so he ain't gonna get the motherfucking. He not gonna get the man weave
Steve
and that.
Harvey. He could have got the
Yeah,
Steve
he not
Harvey.
getting this thing because we already see what he look like.
Wait till Stephen A.
I mean, but they don't be mattering. They can still be doing it.
He just gotta keep on. He might get a credit, yo.
That's,
The Tory
if
Lanez.
you ain't gonna go bald, just get the Steve.
Shout out to Tory Lanez.
What about you? Did you see the little video when a nigga got the fade, got his ball shit fade? He got the Sherman Hemsley, but he got it faded up.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
shit.
like he got it faded up and
shake
shit.
that,
For real,
shake
yeah.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I seen that nigga, what's the name though?
Trying new shit for real.
I seen the nigga just grow that shit out and just like braid it, and he had a hat on, and all you can just see is the braids hanging down.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Not that one.
But nah, look, he was still rocking it without the, you know what I mean, without the hat. But he,
You gotta let it go.
If you majority
You
hat,
said that shit. You said it's called the hatfish.
hatfish,
I never heard that before. What's the hatfish, bro?
Yo, hat fishing when people like always wear hats.
Always.
And then when you see him without it on,
You be like, oh, that's why you always the Neo.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, we ain't know, like I just seen a nigga with a hat on before, but we ain't think you had that underneath of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the hat fish.
Say less.
But if you got some braids hanging from your hat, but you really like ball, that is an ultimate hat
Double
fish.
hatfish?
That is an ultimate.
Violation.
Yeah, for sure. But aside from that, as quickly as possible, I'm going to start with you, Chubbz. What was your take just on the LeBron and Stephen A situation?
LeBron gonna have to Will Smith somebody eventually over his kid. In this era of media, now that we know we can get that reaction out of you, damn, my views low, my clicks low. Somebody gonna try you, bruh. Somebody gonna try it with Bronny. Niggas do not care in this era. Somebody gonna try it. And that demonstration, talking back and forth, that ain't gonna cut it.
You don't feel like that was an exception situation? Like that's not the norm type shit
As far as what?
on LeBron's end?
That's the exception.
Yeah.
Because it played out live and it played out in front of everybody. That's the exception.
I don't see him
Norm?
giving the energy to nobody else like that.
I mean, who else could he? Who else is it for him? Skip. When is Skip's smart enough to not be on the sidelines.
Right. But explained by Stephen A., he was an invited guest of the owner, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. Skip probably still wouldn't go, especially if Stephen A. knew LeBron had some fucking smoke with him. That's not the first time. You know what I mean? That's not the first time he hearing about the shit that he said, that LeBron not liking the shit that he said about his parenting.
But
you know what I mean?
It's an exception because Stephen A., you was doing too much, bro. If it was just some normal criticism and he did that, that's one thing. But you did a lot with that whole pleading video. That's a lot.
So is it fair to see increase in athletes checking reporters now?
Look, it's a way to do it. I don't have no problem with it. If that's
I think
the norm,
that's
it's a
an
way to do
exception.
it.
I think
though.
this was just one
Isolated exception.
situation. You feel me? To where it's like, all right, because like I think a lot of people have been saying things about Bronny's play. You feel me? And they all has been valid. You know what I mean? Like for the most part. You know what I mean? Bro is not really doing anything. He just being out there. He like, you know what I'm saying? Like you talk about niggas having like front row seats. This nigga Bronny be on a court, my nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, all right, I can understand people like saying like, yo,
that
what the
nigga's
fuck
living
is
out
this?
his dream.
You feel? I feel you, but I can also see people who like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, yo, Stephen A., he felt like he did a little much for his podcast. He tried to get some, you know what I mean, some clicks for his podcast. He make it the headline of his of the video. You know what I'm saying?
You mean after the fact?
No, I'm talking about before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When he's talking about Bronny and making it, you know what I mean, and part of your headlines and all that. And it's like, yo, you doing too much for real. And you hear, I don't know, something just came over LeBron and he just had enough for real.
So, dude, like, do you find any fault in what happened, like as far as like being a player and being a father. You know what I'm saying?
This my only thing. I don't got no problem with LeBron addressing it, but I feel like it was a setup a little bit. You did it at a time when it wasn't really about checking him. You did it in the most public
It
place.
was about the parents of checking them.
Right, you did it for the show. That's how I feel.
I got you.
I feel like it
I hate
wasn't.
that. I hate when niggas do shit for the show.
You're not wrong though.
I feel like it wasn't so much about his son
Yeah.
About that.
as much as it was about trying to check him in front of people and making sure I'm mouthing words that can be
But on the low,
deciphered.
though. Yeah, but on the low.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if I really wanted to say something, he could have just came like, yo, tell that nigga Stephen A. come back here, yo.
Or tweet like you
And whatever. But he did it for that. And it's kind of like Stephen A. couldn't really do the whole back and forth in that moment.
I represent
Let's say-
ESPN, and I can't be the reason you don't talk to ESPN
Let's
ever
say,
again.
all right, I feel you. I feel you on that. And I feel like, yo, you right. The nigga could have said, yo, tell that nigga, yo, meet me in the back for real. But what if you, first time seeing a nigga that you've really been mad, you've been wanting to say something to, you playing a basketball game for real, but every time you look, this nigga may be like right in fucking front of you every time you go to the bench. After a while, or every time you just keep seeing this nigga.
Nah,
After a
I ain't
while,
saying
yo,
that.
you may be like, who's to say that a human or somebody just had enough and say like, you know what?
I'm not
Because he
saying
said
that
something to him
happened.
in a fucking timeout.
I got
He went. It was in the middle of the game. It wasn't at the end of the game. It wasn't when shit. He was still hooping and he had enough. I think he just fucking lost it in that moment and said, yo, I got to go say something to this nigga because I can't keep looking at this nigga and playing basketball without saying something to him.
I dig that.
I don't think it never should have been that deep.
Part of it is like, yo, you
He
was
feel
loud.
like when his come to
You
his
was
kids,
loud.
it is that deep.
Yo, my nigga, but
I feel
like,
you, though.
I mean, yo, like, my fault, Chubbz. Like, yo, bro, you LeBron James. Yo, your child is gonna be susceptible to all kind of ridicule as a son of LeBron James.
And as a professional athlete.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
feel
like,
you.
it's like, all right, if you did like feel away on some father shit, then I definitely feel like hollering at you on the one was like more appropriate than anything. You feel me? Like you did it while you was supposed to be being an NBA player. You was at work. You feel me? You was at work
on the clock.
and you work with your son, and like you addressing daddy shit while you at work. That nigga a grown
That's a
man
great
out
point.
here. You feel me?
That's a great point.
You know what else somebody else brought up? I can't remember who it was. My
Go
fucking
ahead.
country. I think it might have been. I don't know. I ain't gonna say who because I don't want to give credit to somebody because it might be wrong because I watch a lot of shit. But somebody was like, "Do you remember mad years ago when LeBron went in the crowd and told his mother sit the fuck down
Facts.
because she was yelling at Kevin Garnett?
But
You
yo,
doing the same shit you told your
But
mother
look.
sit the fuck down for, nigga."
Chubbz, what you got, bro?
Part of it was to me, Stephen A. It played out in the public with him. He was at his job doing yelling about it and everything. You know how he yelled and then, please stop like that right there. Nah. Now we gonna have it in public. We gonna go at it in public.
This the
Part of it was
thing.
that-
I
alright,
get that
this
too.
the thing with that, yo. But
I
we
agree.
know, like,
yeah,
this
I agree with
is
that.
this is a dramatization. You feel me? Like Stephen A. is not only an analyst; he is a character.
Yes.
You know
For the
what
love
I'm
of God,
Yeah,
please.
You know,
Like,
like a nigga gonna be excessive. If it was too excessive,
be
just
saying
holler at you like, yo, I know you gotta do what you gotta do, bro, but I'm not really feeling all that extra. And then after that, you feel he can respect that as a man. Then step to him however you need to when you see him. You feel
Right,
me?
But that's why I also feel like what Louie said is also correct. He did it for a show as well to let other niggas know I am willing to fucking step the niggas over my son.
Hey yo, he not Stephen A.
whoever.
You gotta step to somebody like bigger for me to feel like it's a statement. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm just saying, who's bigger than Stephen A. on the motherfucking on that level? Who's bigger than Stephen A? So anybody smaller than Stephen A. bet not disrespect.
Let me hear what you're saying. Let me hear what you're saying, bro.
He had to check him at that moment in front of everybody. Whether if they knew he was going to do it or not, they probably didn't know he was going to do it. That's how real it is. Yeah. He said, I got to do this right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But that was some daddy shit, right?
It was some just as a man shit and everything included. As a son, as an athlete, especially if he told his mom to go sit down. Like, think about it. Like, he really felt like he had to go do that shit. Like, Mom, sit your ass down. You yelling at this nigga like that's dead wrong. They might kick her ass out. They might kick her ass out.
My nigga, if I work at Giants and my worst enemy come through my line, you feel me?
You at work.
But he didn't smack the nigga. He just went and said something.
If you got $1 billion and your worst enemy came in your fucking job, how would you act?
If I had $1 billion, what job we talking about?
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, you got $1 billion, but you still do something. You still rap, or you still like, you know what I'm saying?
Can I add
you still do something where you at work.
All right, hold on, real quick. All right, so facts, right?
I was waiting to talk about this shit. I was waiting.
Let's say I'm a podcast host. That is my full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And let's say we doing a tour.
Right.
And I see the nigga on tour. No, I'm not stopping in the middle of the show and addressing this nigga. But if I can catch up with him when the show over, then yeah, I holler at him on the
all right, now that's right. That's what you saying. But you know what I mean? But let's just, you feel me? That's what you saying. But in real time, as we drinking and we talking and we doing this, and you see this nigga in the front row, and he just looking, and you don't know what type of faces he could be looking, you may address that nigga then and there. You may address him right then and there. And may be like, yo,
whole crowd.
What are you looking at me like that for while I'm doing my show, nigga?
Can I add one piece of context? From Stephen A.'s mouth, no Diddy. Allegedly, it was a moment in the night where Bronny was there, and he like looked at Stephen A. with the sad puppy dog face, and Bron seen that, and that's what
he did a Will Smith.
Yeah, that's what kind of prompted that.
It was funny at first.
Nigga, yo, stop playing with me, bro.
It was
Yo, I
funny
just
at
looked
first.
at that clip, like 2-3 days ago.
He definitely laughed at first.
Mind you, this is a time he just got the bag. 5 years, $100 million.
Yeah, he
That was
did
around
just
the time.
get
He
the
got that shit
bag.
like a week and a half ago.
Which also
bag,
make
bro.
You gave him more clicks. This might be a play.
5 years, $100 million.
I'm about to say. I was just about to say that, like, yo, that could be a, you know how the Illuminati be. You know, they say that's a sacrifice. That nigga had to be embarrassed real quick. Stephen A. took the embarrassment. And now he got the bread. He went on
Shorty would definitely say that
tour.
from
He went on tour.
I thought we was leaving that off this show.
I think that was a spur of the moment.
She would say,
Hey yo, we done with that.
Shorty from last show would say that.
We done with
I was gonna make it the last thing.
She would say that.
She said that.
No, she would.
Shorty.
Yeah, she would.
Question. You feel me? How many, and this gonna be quick too, because it is kind of old, but I had it in the notes, so fuck it. Everybody seen the videos with the chick racing, and like the girl got hit with the baton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Just for right this second, starting with Hootie. You think it was intentional? Yes or no?
Yes.
Louie. Chubbz.
Yes, and to that community that rallied around her, shame on you. Y'all saw that video, man.
Bumpy, you seen it?
Hell yes.
You think it was intentional?
I think it was super intentional.
Super.
Frank?
Yeah.
That shit probably. Ooh, wee.
That shit right here
Metal
like
in
a
a
motherfucker.
You ever grab a baton?
Like, nah,
It's light,
you
but it's
see
better
how
than
she-
bitch. Yeah, like,
And
damn.
you know
Yo,
what?
she like
When
she
you
got
running
shot.
at top speed,
Not even intentional. That might have been emotional. that might have just like
Yeah.
she
No, it
just
was
might have
extra.
been so mad
An
that
act of
she
passion.
did it.
Right.
But it's a
Right.
pattern though.
'Cause
You
I
know
was-
she do shit like that, or unless she's never done it
Because
before.
I started
But
to
she
say
did
is
it.
I didn't think it was intentional. Because I don't think she thought like I'm about to hit this chick in the head
It might have been an emotional
with
spur.
this thing. I think like they was bumping and booming and she just was like ah, and then she was like oh shit. You feel me?
Involuntary.
Yeah. Like I think it was more something like get the fuck off me type shit.
And I get you might want to support her, but that
And
that
then-
wasn't
Yeah, I
it.
feel that, but
You might want to
Yeah.
support her, but
I
that
don't
wasn't
think
it.
she was like, yo,
Nah, that wasn't
when we
it.
hit this
There's no
corner,
support in it.
I'ma just
but
bang
you
her in the
know,
head
sure.
with this.
No.
Whatever
no.
it was, she did it.
but when she was here, when she's at the top, that wrist went down, bro. That wrist went down. You feel me? Like she could have left it up, but that wrist went
How many
down
times though?
twice.
Nah, I
At
saw
least
it three times. I saw it 3 times, bro.
That wrist went down, bro. She did that intentionally,
3
bro.
times.
She did that intentionally.
What if she's running with her eyes closed?
She wasn't.
I was just watching. I can't see her eyes. You feel me?
That shit was great.
She could have had sweat in her eyes from hair grease. You feel me?
Shout out to making history though.
That's
bad.
that's
She did
infamous.
bad.
That's what infamous mean. Yeah.
Already.
I'll never forget. I learned that word, and I was wanting like some vocabulary word. Infamous, being famous in a bad way.
That's that Mobb Deep shit.
Yeah, when they got put on that Summer Jam screen, he was famous in a bad way.
Damn.
Moving on.
R.I.P.
You don't like that shit. I don't like that
Facts,
shit.
all right.
Word.
All right, moving on. I know you guys, or I don't know. Yo, do niggas really be listening to the radio in New York?
I listen to the radio, but I only listen to certain stations.
What station?
I listen to 107.5 WBLS,
Okay.
and I listen to a lot of shit. I used to listen to 106.7 Delilah on the late night, the old school rock shit. 104.7 a block right now is the hot new station in New York. They
that
play
got
all
all
old
fire
school
shit.
shit. Yeah, play all old school shit.
Old school?
Facts.
On the R&B tip or?
Hip hop and R&B.
Okay.
I have mad DJs on, DJ Scratch be on there. So like I'm old school. I listen to that. I look for that radio where DJs are still old DJs that we know are still on the radio, still playing the dope songs that we grew up to, listen to,
Like
party
90s
to.
shit.
90s, yeah, 90s hip hop and all.
Back in the school, back in the day, DJs be hustling.
No,
They still getting
they the
gigs.
hottest
They hustling.
DJs.
Well, do you listen to the Breakfast Club?
I really don't. I might catch it on like YouTube, but I know Hot 97, no Power 105.1. I'm done with those stations.
Why you done with them?
Cause all that new shit is like whack to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't
Makes
know
sense.
none of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not the same. It don't hit for me.
Well, y'all been saying what's going on. Well, as of last night with Jess and
I've been saying it since last week.
I do want to say this though. Real talk. Beyond anything else, Corey Holcomb should not be able to come to the city, bro.
Bro, he coming to the city
Corey
and he gonna
Holcomb
sell out
should
every
not
single night.
be able to come to the
Can
city.
Mad trips
you
since they've been
explain
beefing.
that logic to me?
Hey yo, like, and I ain't gonna say like I'm like 100% in the know, but what I know is you'll be dragging Shorty. You know what I'm saying? He been dragging her for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, I may not always like her style of comedy, but she definitely like from here. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely one of the few people that actually left here and are doing something reputable with their name and that talent. Whether you agree that they that funny or not, like she is doing something, you feel me?
Okay.
And it's like, yo, my nigga, yo, It's 50 states. You feel me? Go to the L 49, but we gonna stand behind Shorty. You ain't gonna come here with that funny shit.
So you got bias.
Yeah.
You
wanna know why?
You don't even like know Shorty like that, but just cause she from here.
Just, you know what's crazy? I was almost her security. You feel me? I was almost her security. Shout out to a good friend of me and Frank. My man Millie, you feel me? They had some business.
Yeah, we managed her for like 2 weeks.
But yo, niggas, hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Dead ass, bro.
Niggas asked me the most disrespectful question
What was that?
almost ever, for real. I think it was probably Mark, you feel me? Now, niggas' intentions wasn't bad, but it's like, choose your words wisely, you feel me? I get what you're saying, but you kind of I could be offended. But you feel me? He came to me, he like, yeah, you feel me? Shorty getting a little bit of buzz, you feel me? We going out, people recognizing her. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, would you be interested in doing like security for her until we can get some real security? You know what I'm saying? And I got what he meant, you feel me? By like professional security.
Yeah.
But it's also still like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, either you even think I can secure her or you can't. It ain't no fake security, nigga.
Nah, I
You
get
know
what
what I'm
you're
saying?
saying. I get what you're saying.
But-
And that's just like, yeah, it's just like, he just worded it.
Yeah, but yo, I swear, like, I told a nigga, yeah, and like 2 weeks later, she was taking her off, bro. Never
I
even,
see it, bro.
never got a chance to do no security with her.
I see it.
I know niggas went down Fells one day. That's the only time I really seen her in public.
The only reason I don't really be tripping off of them beefing, because I know where it started. You feel me? Like, I know where the beef started at and why they still going at each other at this moment right now. You feel me? Like, and yo, on some for real shit, from Baltimore or not, nobody told Just Hilarious to fucking be naked with your son taking that picture. And he fucking, as a comedian, just like she go in just with the mess on motherfuckers when they do dumbass shit, he went in on her on some dumbass shit and she got mad and sensitive. And then now they been beefing back and forth since then. That was at the beginning of her career. And another reason I don't be tripping, because nothing this nigga is saying is stopping her from prospering.
And it's Corey Holcomb, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be listening to that nigga.
So I would say two things. You feel me? And I really can't remember the first one. It kind of blows me. You feel me? But the first one is I done had to stand with niggas that wasn't always right before. You feel me? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And then number two, like, yo, that's cool, you feel me? But still, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That be the thing, yo. Yo, I think that, like, yo, I've been in situations, yo, especially like, and niggas talking about like the work shit with LeBron. You feel me? Like, my nigga, like, I real life been in a working environment where like it wasn't like a beef and to the point where like niggas was like about to throw hands, but it was a beef to the point like at any point we could throw hands. You feel what I'm saying? And like I done work with this motherfucker and like you see him every single day, you feel me? I'm fucking losing my points, I'm lit and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I lost my point and shit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo. What I was trying to say though is
Talking about that just shit. We trying to get to the Breakfast Club shit.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, no, that's you feel me? But anywho, as far as yo go, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yo, I just been in situations, you feel me, where like I know like I'm like really like beefing with this motherfucker. And yo, even though you can't expect people to necessarily like adapt how you feel, that shit like really fuck with you, watching like people that you cool with, like still associating with somebody you know you beefing with, and it's kind of because you're in a common environment, so you kind of gotta get it. But it's like, yo, my nigga, like I'm thinking about doing all types of crazy things. You feel me? And like the fact that you my man, and like you tell me it's because work, you still keeping it cool, just like my nigga, like. Nah, that nigga gotta know you stand with me. You feel what I'm saying? So even though it's like on a more personal scale, you feel me? I think niggas need to have that energy more. Period. So that's why I'm like, man, fuck that shit. You feel me?
Some like pick a side shit.
You talking? Yo, my
I don't
nigga,
really have that. I don't have that with celebrities, bro. They get paid too much fucking money for real.
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't.
Not celebrities, like people I know. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's different. But celebrities,
yo, home team, bro. That's all.
yeah,
That's
she
what
home
I'm
team. It's home team. I'm with her on the Breakfast Club shit.
team.
I get them niggas try to slide shorty in on her. I'm with her on that.
I'm not mad at him though. Like on some Baltimore shit, like fuck that, bro. You talking kind of reckless.
It's just say like Corey Holcomb seen the play. He just called the play out. That's all that's what happened. He said, yo, I see what's going on up there at the Breakfast Club. They about to move your ass out of there. You feel me? That's all he said. Yeah, he had his jokes and he called less hilarious and all that shit. But he was just like, yo, I see the play. They been moving you out of that motherfucker for real, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Because you been coming at me and you ain't as talented as you think you is. And that was his point. I think she's very, very talented. You know what I'm saying? I do. I do think she's funny sometimes, for real. She has her own style of comedy. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jess, for real. She got her own style of comedy. She do her thing, for real. I'm just reporting both sides. I like to hear both sides of the story so I can make my own. Yeah,
I feel you, my nigga. I feel you, bro. But it's like, yo. Still, yo. It's like, damn, yo. You my nigga, right? And you going to buy fucking grass from a nigga you know, you feel me? I'm at odds with. It's like, why you gotta spend money with that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Spend money with somebody else. Fuck that. Niggas don't want me to spend no money on fucking February 28th, you feel me? Same vibe, my nigga. I'm standing with my people, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I feel you though, but it's like, yo, I really don't want to spend money with this nigga. But if he got the best work, what am I supposed to do, bro? Buy trash work?
Man, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of. It's a huge gap between trash and the best. You feel me? And yeah, I probably would like sacrifice the best. In respects for like my relationships, you feel me?
I feel you, bro.
But that be the thing. Niggas don't be on that, you feel me? Niggas don't be on that. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, fuck this relationship, you feel me? It's all about what work best for me. And sometimes maybe a nigga need to think like that more often.
Yeah, it's a lot of people thinking that way, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you. Motherfuckers get left behind.
Yeah. More niggas to be left behind. More niggas yet to be left behind. Brother Chubbz.
Yo.
Got some thoughts?
Yeah. Chubbz thoughts for this week. Yo, to you hackers and spammers, I just gotta give one big fuck you today. Like, fuck y'all, yo. So I'm at work, right? And I get a message. Talk about, somebody try to hack into your account and Apple protection and all this shit, looking like it's a legit ass message. Like, call this number at the bottom of it to resolve the issue. I don't even pay to the top. You know how you got the number at the top? I don't even pay attention to that. I'm just looking directly at the message. And I'm working. I'm in the zone too. I'm like, it's a good day. It's 70 outside. Work going extra easy today. Everything going good. Then I'm just looking at this message like, yo, come on, yo. Thinking like, I'm trying to hack my account. I call this number. It's some foreign motherfucker. You know how them calls go. And then it's like, he giving me the runaround, but I'm just not even peeping the play. I'm just like, yo, whoop, whoop, whoop. I ain't giving no like vital information out. I did download a couple of apps.
Oh my God.
I didn't get the vitals.
You downloaded the app. They got your whole phone.
Downloaded the app with some more shit, yo.
Bro, they
I'm on the group chat now.
What are you doing?
Download the app. Nigga telling me to do this, do that. Got me typing in encryptions and shit.
Hey, yo,
I'm like, damn.
Why would you download an app, my nigga? Why would you download
I just saw that message. I'm thinking I'm talking. Yo, whole time I'm thinking I'm talking to talking to customer service the whole time. I'm like, damn.
Chubbz, no.
Nigga say you
So,
downloaded the app,
What
bro.
the fuck, Chubbz?
I'm surprised your phone still works.
It got to the listen.
I'm
Next time,
surprised
go
your
to
phone
Apple
still
Store.
works.
Hold on. It
Go
got
to the Apple
It got to the point where I ordered a whole new bank card and everything. Yeah, like, yo, it's some. I'm like, it's some, some possible withdrawals coming out my account. That's not me. Whoop whoop. Just give me a new card. Like, I'm on that type of time. I did new card and everything.
Fact.
Then I hit my mans. I forgot my Wavy is a techie. I'm like, Wavy, is this like legit shit or whatever? I sent him the screenshot and all this shit. He like, nah, y'all think that's spam, son.
Bro.
I'm like, oh, come on. It didn't hit me like,
You should have sent it to
this
the group
is
text,
spam.
bro.
Yeah.
You should have sent it to the group.
I had a
text.
whole
Oh my God.
life reading with
bro.
with spam, yo.
You
So
know
yeah,
You know what that kind of tell me, bro?
I changed passwords and shit, but I gotta clean this motherfucker out. Like, I'm gonna go to the Apple store like that. So I gotta clean this bitch out. Like, damn.
You know what that? Hey, yo, you wanna know what that's telling me, bro? You getting old, bro. You know what I'm saying? You a target now.
Oh my God, bro.
Man,
Niggas been
I ain't
telling me
peeping
to
the play
pay
or nothing. I'm
I
like,
need to pay these
it
tolls
all
for
hit
3
me
months.
after.
I
I'm
ain't
like,
clicking
oh,
on
this
this
was
shit.
spam the whole fucking
I
time.
ain't clicking on this shit, nigga. Y'all
I'm
better
in my
send me a
account
letter,
looking to see if
nigga.
some
Fuck
withdrawals
y'all.
gonna come out. It's nothing. It's no withdrawals in the future.
emails.
None of that. I'm like, damn. I'm still checking my shit low key. Nothing in there.
Chubbz, bro.
Yeah, I
you
fell for
don't
the play
download-
bad. I
You
did
don't
bad
click
at
no
work.
links
I
and
fell-
don't
I fell
download
for the
nothing,
play.
bro.
Links, no apps, bro.
So yeah, to your
Chubbz looking
spammers
like-
and your
like
hackers, y'all got me good
Jordan
today,
with
man.
the
Fuck
AI
y'all, yo.
crossover right now. You feel
Got
me?
me good.
You can tell he downloaded an app. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What could they have said to persuade you to download the app? What was this app supposed to do?
Don't tell him.
What was this app supposed to do?
Them niggas is telling you that.
It was some weird ass apps. It wasn't even no legit shit. I'm looking like the download, typing in encryptions and some more shit.
Chubbz, you ain't
Come on, yo. Next thing.
Frank. You got a wild card question.
That's the fuck I do.
Oh my God, man.
That's wild, bro. You definitely
Wow.
got hit with the old people lick.
Word.
Old people.
Yo.
Pride myself on awareness too, and I had none. For that entire hour, I had none. My bad.
Chubbz, I'm gonna pray for you, yo.
Yes, sir.
Cause that's crazy.
No, we need to have like
That was easy.
They press that button when they got the phone with
We
you,
need to have
Chubbz.
meetings and make sure.
That nigga got a promotion in that.
I typed in encryptions, YXZC3 lowercase. I typed in encryptions.
On the heels of the Just Hilarious Breakfast Club shit, I wanted to ask y'all, how did
Go ahead, yo.
Oh shit. My nigga Chubbz, yo, thank you for them.
how do y'all feel about like podcast beef in general, and how do you feel about airing out discrepancies on air,
Not fond of it.
like live?
Not fond of it.
I think that it's certain discrepancies that can be aired out live because it's a podcast. You feel me? We come across discrepancies unintentionally all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the conversations get like more heated than others, you feel me? But I think that you know, in these environments, you usually have some like kind of relationship, you know what I'm saying? And you do gotta be mindful of what you air out in the public eye, because it just make the team look weak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just my main thing. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. I feel you on that, bro.
you make the team. That's that death row shit. You feel me? When they want to fight on the sideline, like, you're making us look weak, bro. Like,
And it's
teammates.
like, it's one thing to like disagree while we parting on different topics and shit, and shit get heated, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's another
business.
thing when somebody may feel like, you know what I'm saying, slighted, or feel like, you know what I'm saying, the way the movement is going they may not feel part of the movement in the way they want to. That's something that needs to be handled when the light go off, for real. When we no longer live on air. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that shit. I mean, but at the same token, like, when something also becomes news, you may have to, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to talk about it anyway. Why not just talk about it and get the views and get the, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to talk about it anyway.
Now, you talking about like a situation where like something happened with.
Now say something happened where one of the feuds or whatever actually goes viral, and now it's a talking point all over the world. All right, you know what I'm saying? Why not discuss it?
Capitalize on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
See, you know my problem with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really like hurt, you know what I'm saying, by the way things played out, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's like necessarily beneficial to display that hurt in public, because one, like, we in a time where people can like say anything to you, so it's not on like really that. It just can make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like shit, like disagreements, like via conversation, like cool, but like if it's something you really feel like, if it was something going on with one of us, you feel me, like that was really bothering me, I wouldn't. It's just not for like everybody.
You wouldn't bring it up in the middle of
No,
a broadcast.
But
yeah, I understand that.
It's also like kind of like different, because it's like, yo, we doing this because like we like to do this. Them niggas got, that's their job,
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. It's a different situation.
So it's like, but I don't know if I find it to be professional.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no, I definitely don't think that it's professional in the sense of a radio show, but in the sense of their internet content, their YouTube presence, it is a lane for this content for real, to where it's going to drive their numbers and the algorithms up to where they want to be.
They need it.
They definitely need it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely need it, because as my brother said, he ain't been listening to no Breakfast Club, and he live in New York.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I really don't know what y'all talk about. I'm not hip to the situation.
Exactly.
So
You feel me?
But to the world, we gotta look like we on the same page of some sort. Well, the world ain't supposed to know that we got all this turmoil going on. We come on this bitch every day. So it's like,
But the world, let's say
if
this,
we
but
got
Chubb,
issue, go ahead.
I'm just sorry. Just if the world can also, like, is watching us and telling us that our energies are off, something's not right with our, you know what I'm saying, our vibes and how we actually doing the show, we can tell that something's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
when do you listen to the people, or you just continue doing what you're doing?
I think if it goes into the realm of we handling things in public, that's like throwing a Hail Mary. That's gonna be 50-50. You're gonna catch it or not. That's either gonna good or bad. That's a Hail Mary. It's a last ditch effort to me.
No
to try to get some clarity.
The situation, my nigga, like I'm not gonna ever be like, hey, yo, you talking too much.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
I'm never
We
gonna
never disrespect each
You know
other
what I'm saying?
like that.
So it's like, but like,
Unless a nigga is talking too much.
But
though,
like-
then you gotta tell him.
but here,
Or he talking
If
some
we
shit
don't-
that
if we
you
lie,
trying to
like
save
this-
him. You not
Now you
dissing
gotta say
him.
straight it out. Like, yo, bro, you bugging. Like, you can't be saying all that. Like, what you know what I mean?
but listen, yo, listen, like this what I think. All right, boom. All right,
way to
even
say
if I
it.
feel like a nigga like it's like, all right, I can holler at you later and be like, yo, my nigga, you kind of was going off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, not in front of this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because not only like just cause like how I look, but like how it might make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to get you to sit here for 2 hours in front of a camera, and now motherfucker feeling like,
Yeah, that's a hard bullet.
cause you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like,
For sure.
you know, just as much as I do fuck with Jess, you feel me? Like I don't fuck with like how Shorty
carry
probably
things.
feel coming to work the next day. Like that's not good. You feel me?
No,
I also think she just had a baby too. You know, women deal with things after they just had kids.
postpartum.
That's
I
a
ain't
part of
saying
it, I
she
think.
wrong neither, cause yo, like my nigga, like bro, let's say like 2 weeks, you couldn't come, you feel me, and that might be like shortchanging it. Yo, my nigga, if you came back in the third week and like a nigga was just sitting in your seat, bro, like no matter how many times he was there while you was gone, it's like, yo, my nigga feel some type of way. Like,
That shit reading comments is like,
Can I ask
damn.
you, like,
You feel me?
does this only work?
World hate
Does
me
this
too?
only
Damn.
work
That tough. Yes,
in
it is.
entertainment? Cause like say okay, let's say like Death Row for real. You feel me? Say for whatever reason somebody, you know what I'm saying, a third member, not the main people, you know what I'm saying, but a third person who may start for real, but now you out. But now this other person that came in and they doing what you doing and they taking it a little further.
Ain't y'all been through that?
I'm just saying, you feel me? They taking it a little further. But now it's like, dang, you back in 3 weeks, you feel me? And now it's like, yeah, because we fuck with you, we ain't going, like, you still gonna start. But Joe, this nigga gonna get some fucking reps. So your reps is cut down.
You gotta respect
You
it.
feel me? You can't be disrespecting, yo, because your reps is cut down.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can't be mad at us because we just sliding him in some plays. Because we know that he needs some plays.
So I'm gonna say this, yo. You not wrong. You feel me? But as a team owner, what I do know is sometimes I gotta get away from the group chat. I gotta dial a nigga number and let him know, yo, my nigga, you mean a lot to this team, bro. And I'm glad that you about to
They
be
say
back.
they
You
was
feel
saying
me?
that.
But we gonna have to, you feel me?
For the rub.
We going just so you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know. Now you saying they saying that?
That's what they said.
She said they
They
wasn't
didn't.
saying that. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
So,
where we at with
you
it.
know what I mean? But either way, I just think it's just real awkward.
Real
It
quick,
is.
Louie, you got anything for this, bro? I ain't mad. Like,
Yo, we know. That's why we keeping the show going.
Lloyd don't listen to the radio.
But
Lord
also,
don't watch
He don't be on the
to
shade
the
room
beginning,
and
like,
nothing,
it
you
kinda
feel me?
speaks to your relationship because, like, I've seen people have discrepancies on air, And I've also been a part of discrepancies on air, and
Me too.
if the relationship happens, you know what I'm saying? If the relationship
too.
is solid,
Hey, yo.
it really ain't shit. At the
Hey,
end
yo,
of the
me
day.
and my nigga Cheatham, we've been friends since the 5th grade. You feel me? So however many years that is. And we probably had some disagreements because we just people. We ain't never got into it one time in as many years as before, probably like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, it was probably longer than that.
It probably was, you feel me? But for however long, we was probably already 20 years in.
Is that coincidentally when y'all started podcasting together?
We was partying. You feel
It happened on the podcast. It happened
partying.
live.
We had been partying, but it did happen live.
I was there.
We got
I was a guest on the side that
Hey, yo.
day. I just happened to be there that day.
I'm gonna tell y'all exactly when it was. It was when DMX passed away.
Yes.
Because that's how the shit started.
When
You
DMX
feel me?
passed
Niggas
away.
talking about DMX. And I made a questionable joke, you know what I'm saying? Typical, you feel me, holiday fashion. But like, niggas like really came at me for making the joke, you feel me? And you know, typical holiday fashion, I just shut down from there, you feel me?
Yo, he went from talking to just like shutting down on the show. Like, and I'm on the side for real. I'm like, yo, like niggas is talking. I'm like, hey, yo, Holiday, what you got to say about this for real? I'm trying.
Is this here?
No, this was not here.
How about
Nah,
this
this
thing?
wasn't here. I was throwing shit in there for real. This nigga wasn't saying nothing. I mean, that's why I was like, damn.
You trying to figure out? You trying to remember?
I was hoping that I ain't sparking off for real, because I was like, yo, Holiday kind of quiet for real.
Yeah, but then you feel me? Shit blew up from there, you feel me?
Big
But
gloves came
but
out for real.
respectable men, you feel me?
Had to handle it.
After we had a conversation, we also talked it out in the streets without gloves, and then we've been cool ever since, you feel me?
No, it be like that sometimes for real. Hey, yeah,
I
man.
was very
be like
much
that.
cancering that day, you feel me? I was. I ain't afraid to, you know what I mean? Yo, hey, niggas hurt my feelings, yo. Cause it was like, yo, all right, like, I know the joke might have been like a little soon, but like, yo, my nigga, y'all know me, you know what I'm saying? So the way y'all came off was like, damn, my nigga, like, we on air. Y'all niggas is going ham.
Or some you find me offensive for finding you offensive type shit.
I don't want to agree or disagree.
Right.
You feel me?
I'm really taking it as disrespect. I understand.
He tried to throw a shot to
Using
make
too many
it
big
look
words.
for really hating on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's really doing. It sounds like to me. If a nigga gonna do that live and you gonna throw a shot and try to diss me on live, I'm looking at it like, oh, you hating, nigga. Like, why you dissing me on live? Like, it's what we do. Like,
It happens
you know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
though, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it happens.
it do, yo.
It happens.
So like I said, we never.
Yo, it happens with people sometimes. Man.
Hey, yo, yeah, yo.
It's
You know
either
what I'm
two
saying?
things I'm gonna do. Either I'm gonna go off on live right there, or I'm gonna just
But look,
dead
you know
that
how
shit. I'll be like, alright.
it be like this though. You know how like yo, you and your
Yeah, the live
homeboys,
ended.
y'all can
The
say
live
stuff to
ended.
each other.
Like,
Yeah.
But you got to think about it like this: like you and your homeboys can say stuff to each other. So some, you know what I mean? I might just be joking. It ain't really hating or dissing.
And you may not be
depends on how
joking
far
today.
how far
Yeah.
to go. You know
Yeah.
if you're trying to hurt somebody's feelings.
Oh,
know
never
what I'm saying?
personal. Never personal. It's never personal. See,
So
that's
if
when
it's
niggas
not
get shit fucked
personal,
up,
if
bro.
it's jokes like jokes we say about a nigga, you know the line of rules. We can joke, but don't cross no line.
No, but it's like, yo, like it's not even that. You feel me? It's like that situation started from like, yo, the show just not going how it's supposed to go.
From my
And that's how homies
Yeah.
get into it.
Okay.
You feel me? So where it's like, yo, we doing a show for real, and now it's like, yo, it ain't going how we think it's supposed to go, and it's like, yo, what the fuck up with you, yo? Yo, you ain't acting how you supposed to be acting. And now we on the show for real, going at each other for real. Like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with me, nigga. I'm just, you feel me? You know what I mean? I'm just over here chilling, nigga. What the fuck? Why you asking me that?
If it's my nigga,
I'm just smoking my weed.
You feel me? And that's how it happens.
Okay.
On camera, and now it's like, oh shit, we going at it on camera for real. You know what? Turn this shit off, nigga. Let's put the gloves on for real. You feel me?
Yeah,
and that's how that shit
that's
goes.
real life shit. Yeah, that's real shit.
Talking about rap next minute.
Next minute, you feel me?
Shit, like, wow.
Yeah, shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Good times though. You know what I'm saying? Good times.
Anywho, let's get off of that. You feel me?
What else we got?
Frank, did you want to ask your other wild card question, or you want to get into some? Yeah. No, I mean just one.
All right, bet. How would you feel if a friend revealed a secret about you on social media?
Oh man, these questions is
Betrayed.
crazy.
Betrayed. Definitely betrayed. A secret? Betrayed.
Betrayed.
Why would you do that?
And that's not your friend, bro. They hating on you. I'm telling you, these niggas be hating.
Just that fast, you burnt the bridge.
Bitches too.
Why would you do that?
That's why I try to not have no secrets, my nigga.
It's not even- it's not
I just
even
don't
just
want
that,
even.
bro.
I just don't want nigga to have.
You know what I think about? You know what I think about when
You
they
right.
ask that question
To
though?
the grave.
And you may, you know what I'm saying? You probably definitely can relate. You feel me? You can too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if niggas got famous out of nowhere, song just popped or whatever, and now you know what I'm saying? You gone, and now nigga that you think is your friend, just saying shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Saying shit about you on Facebook. How would you feel? Like, fuck it. It don't matter. I'm up.
It all depends on
How
the situation,
up am
how you
I?
gonna address it.
You got hit single for real, and you traveling in the
Yeah.
world now with it.
You know, bro.
You let the
Like,
commenters get them. You don't even gotta do shit. The
Yo.
commenters, everybody go rag on them.
Just like
for hating on you.
just
Yo.
say fuck it.
my
Yeah.
nigga, like,
Unless you can throw a shot or two.
And it's
if you
like a
feel
secret.
it
It could
too.
be like a close somebody that was
Yeah,
cool.
if you
Somebody
feel like throwing a
like
shot,
only
you can throw a
y'all
shot.
knew for real. Like he told you, like, yeah, you cheated on your girl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At this time when we was together,
my nigga.
and it's like, damn, nigga, why you doing that?
I didn't
Why
had
would you do that?
I done already had to like live through like
Social media shit.
not even social media, like real life shit with niggas who you know really don't fuck with you, but you gotta deal with them, you feel me? So it's like I'm already hip to the phony shit, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm all the way up. My nigga, like, if it was you, my nigga, like, yeah, I'd be like hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Vice versa.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, your friend.
I can't say like I say fuck it if it was one of y'all niggas who
And that's why
really,
I was like a friend.
you know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
is
But
like,
like a nigga
man.
I worked at Target with
Nah,
that think
we
he
ain't
knew
worried about
something,
them.
my nigga, like, nah, nigga, you feel me? Like,
nah, that's why I say like a friend.
yeah, you feel me? I mean, and it's probably like I probably got some friends on a level like, oh yeah, fuck that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But like, damn, like one of my bros, like, nah.
Nah, that's an ass kicking, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You gotta come see. Cause
We
at
gotta
that
definitely
point,
see each other.
we
We gotta
probably
go.
still
We gonna see each
can
other.
get in
Just for
contact with each
principle.
other.
Oh,
Like,
I can
We
definitely
can still get in contact with each other.
I
Like,
can still get in
yo,
contact
we
with
gonna
your broke
see
ass.
Baltimore is small. We're gonna run
Man,
into each
cause
other
I'm hot,
eventually.
nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We in the
What's
same
wrong with
circles.
y'all?
We gonna see each other
Flash
eventually.
it.
I don't know about friend like that.
I'm
Texting them flash
gonna start posting pictures with me and yo. Like,
Oh,
nigga,
you mad because I'm styling on you.
right? Like, nigga, this you right here talking about me,
Right.
my nigga. Shout him out. Go follow that nigga.
Nah, that's crazy. Crazy.
When I tell niggas about the shit that work with the man with the dog, yo. So
Man, but a dog get to your job.
at the bar,
Oh, at the bar. Oh yeah, you ain't tell us about the
Dog at the bar?
hold up, you gotta tell us about the whole
You got a dog.
situation
Service
one?
dog?
Service dog.
with the whole, like, you know what I'm saying, white people in the St. Patrick's Day.
I'll be giving that nigga
Hey yo, I
sips
ain't
of
gonna
beer
lie,
too.
yo. St.
You had to
Pat.
work St. Patty's Day?
That's how I started working out there. I work every St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's your
Yeah,
shit.
the
That
first
day
time
be
I
lit,
came
nigga.
there,
That's a lit day.
they needed extra people, and that's how I started working there. Period.
Right.
They fuck with me, and I've been working there. Yeah. That was my 4th St. Patrick's Day. Been there for 4 years. and
That's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah,
Gangster.
yeah. But hey yo, shit definitely dying down, yo. Shit was way lighter than when I first started doing it. And then by being on a Monday, like I came in at I worked 12 to 10, like up until like 6 is mainly like older people. You know what I'm saying? So it was real chills this year. You feel me? But
6.
this nigga and this dog.
Service dog.
Service dog. It's a couple weeks ago, you feel me? Maybe like a month ago by now. I'm trying to make it quick. Anyway, the bar, we done for the night, right? We done put the lights on, cut the music off, we didn't ask people to leave. You know what I'm saying? And that bar, it's like a low, it's not like a physical type of situation, you feel me? So you ask niggas to leave, but it ain't like head whammy, like, yo, get the fuck out. Yeah, it ain't that type of situation. So you kind of just, yo, I need you keep, all right, blah, blah, boom.
Scoot.
So we done party down there about like 3 times, you feel me? So I usually work the front door. So I got like the front part start clearing out, so I'm walking towards the back a little bit. So it's this dude, kind of a regular, he got service dog, German Shepherd and shit, always cool, dub, be chill, boom. So it's $20 on the ground. You feel me? So it's kind of like me and him get to it at the same time. So we look at it. You feel me? So I'm like, that's
I didn't
yours.
know where this is going.
I'm like, that's yours. He like, nah. So I pick it up. You feel me?
Security, bitch.
So like I'm holding it. I'm kind of looking around. You know what I'm saying? But again, like it's probably like 10 people still in there. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, putting it in my pocket.
Mine, nigga.
Right?
What the fuck you talking about?
So the motherfucker start wilding like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? So first I'm tripping like, what? You know what I'm saying? He like, you're gonna fucking do that right in front of my face? Mm-hmm. So boom, at that point right there, it's like, whatever you on, I'm not even about to oblige anything you saying because you come with disrespect, you feel me? So this shit going for a little minute. So the motherfucker like really like leaning on me. Like, you gonna fucking put that in your pocket? You'll never work here again. You know, but like so like we face to face, you feel me?
Oh, he was on some motherfucker white nigga
So
shit.
but it's a thing though, right? So it's like I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous as shit because the nigga got this fucking dog. You
Right,
feel
it's
me?
like, yo, I got knocked
You
this
know what
nigga
I mean?
out and then fight a dog.
So-
That's on some bullshit.
But it's like, yo, what you not about to do is like back me down and where I work at the security, you feel me? So I'm just standing, you feel me? So he in my face and he got the dog, you feel me? But I never look at the dog. Cause it's like, really, yo, whatever the dog gonna do, I'm had to react to that when it happen. Mm-hmm. What I don't want is for you to have a free shot at me because I'm looking at this fucking dog, you feel me?
Right.
So like, yo, and he like going off, you feel me? And he got the, he's like, I have my fucking dog get you right now. I'm like, yo, do what you gotta do, bro. You feel me? Oh yeah, you wanna be tough? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like homeboy, like you'll finish paying the bill, you'll ended up fucking leaving and shit. You feel me? So that was that. But the nigga really threatened me with a dog, my nigga. You feel me?
Crazy,
that shit was crazy. But
Over $20.
that wasn't even his, bro. And this is the ill part, right? So at the end of the night, like once everybody out,
What he thought you was gonna give it to him?
the bartenders and shit, they like, I tried to give it to him. He said it wasn't his. You feel me? The bartender's like, what is he talking about? $20? Like, yeah. Well, what does he want you to do with it? Nigga, everybody that was working off of tips, my nigga. You find $20, keep that shit. You
Right,
up for the
that's a
night.
fact.
Family line. This is a black guy or white guy?
White guy, for sure. You feel me? White.
And Bel Air.
And
That is hilarious.
that was my biggest problem, yo. It's like, yo, you talking to me like I work for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah,
you
like, he
think
about to
that
fire
you
you.
like over top of me or something? Nah, my nigga. You feel me? Like, I had to be smart. I couldn't really make no first move. If he ain't had no dog, we would have been fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, yo, you really can't. But because you don't know what I don't know what the dog gonna do. You feel me? But
And it's a German Shepherd.
you know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
Nah.
But-
Why, that's crazy.
He tried
It's
you because he had the dog.
He basically had a gun,
He
talking tough because he had a gun.
Kicking the shit out that dog. I'm kicking the fuck out that dog. I'm gonna kick you right in your shit.
That's
Now,
terroristic
it's
threats
a
with
German
service dog.
Shepherd. I've never seen no shit like that in my life, bro. Hell no.
That dog getting Anderson
Hell
silver kick.
fucking no.
Anderson silver kicking.
I'm gonna wrap that up with this though, since we asked about St. Patrick's Day. His homeboy that like pulled him out, he came in St. Patrick's Day. You feel me? He came up to me. He's like, bro, I don't give a fuck who else they ever had working here. You the realest person I ever seen. He like, yo, you ain't back down. You ain't changed your facial expression. You just stood tall. Shit was like Mozart. That's what he said, not me. You feel me? He was like, the way you carried that situation couldn't have been no more perfect. I'm sorry for how yo acted. You feel me? Yo was on some shit that night, but you did everything you're supposed to do, and I got so much respect for you. And it's like, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
And I had $20 extra that night. So fuck you.
It was all,
You
man.
know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even know how we got talking about that. But yeah, that shit was crazy,
Nah,
yo.
that's crazy, bro.
That shit was crazy. It's like, damn, yo, this nigga really threatened me with a dog, bro. Now, I had my blade on me, so like, the dog would attack me. I would been trying to stab that nigga best I could. You feel me?
All dogs go to heaven, nigga.
You know when he's allowed in that bar with that fucking dog, bro. No,
That's
I
crazy.
don't give a
He done.
fuck.
He
No,
done.
if you not see German,
In
hell
Maryland-
no.
Hey, bro, in Maryland, you can't even ask niggas about the service dog.
Well, he ain't allowed in the bar no more.
I gotta go. I'm leaving. If I see that dog in there and I'm in there,
Nah,
I'm
well, I'm
leaving,
here.
bro.
Well, I'm here. You can't be in this bar.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. You feel me?
You
Like,
shut down, bro.
Fuck that.
yeah.
I'm leaving right
You know what I'm
away.
saying? It's
You
like,
shut down.
y'all know, everybody know what happened. So it's like, hey, yo, at the end of the day, back to kind of we just talking about, if y'all fuck with me how y'all should fuck with me, when I ain't here, you should be letting this motherfucker in here. But for 100% sure, when I'm here, he can't be in here. And if somebody decide he can be, that's my last day working here.
Word.
Straight up. You feel me?
Yup.
That nigga threatened my life, bro. And I'm like, yo, you lucky Bella had like a 45-minute ride.
Yeah.
I was on some shit, bro. You feel me?
Charlie Murphy say, take one
I
step.
was feeling like Diana,
Like
my
a
nigga.
The motherfucker.
I was feeling like Diana. I ain't even want to get him. I wanted to get the dog. Really
the
prick his
dog.
heart. Really prick his heart.
Nah,
You
yo,
feel me? Yeah,
They
you feel me?
Nigga, the
That's-
motherfucking FBI that came and got you,
Come on, man.
You
But
shot
God,
that dog.
Cruelty to animals.
hey, but God is good
Amen.
That is good.
all the time. You
That
feel
nigga,
me?
hold on, don't let me hang you.
Yes, sir.
That dog would have got Johnny Cage kicked, bro. Would have got Johnny Cage kicked straight up.
I feel you, bro.
I'm
But
not
it's
fighting no
like,
dog, bro.
it's one thing if like maybe like a
A dog
motherfucker
is different.
standing back and like this, talking about my nigga, like we was face to face. The dog was in between his legs, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he right
So
there.
it wasn't even no. The dog was gonna do whatever the fuck he was gonna do, my nigga. I never even looked at him.
But when you have a service dog, you can't be doing shit.
Fuck
like that.
no. Fuck no. Fuck no. That is the wrong service. You feel me?
Crazy.
He bit
He
wrong.
stepped to you over $20?
Hey yo, I ain't gonna. Hey yo,
That he ain't even want.
hey Bumpy, don't judge me. You feel
Thinking
me?
his paper his.
But if I could call the police, that's the time I would have called the motherfucking police on that
That's a
nigga.
good work,
You feel
bro.
me?
Nah, bro. Hell
That's
yeah.
part of
you
your that's
wildin'.
part of your job for real. It's like at that point they on your side.
Would have told the bartender, yo, call the police.
At that point, they on your side. You got them
Tell
as
this guy
a
with the dog in
weapon.
here is going crazy.
They an extra weapon. You feel me? Like,
Yo, I was
if you can use them at your
Tell nigga,
disposal,
"Aight, man, you got
you
it."
definitely would.
I ain't show up, my nigga, but I was definitely nervous.
You know
as a
what? They
bitch,
are.
yo.
They deep, my nigga.
German Shepherd.
I'm
in
told
every
niggas, I don't
area.
feel comfortable with this thing in here back
I'm like, oh my God, nigga, like. But I was with whatever, yo. I was with whatever he was with, yo. And if I'm working out there and I see him without that dog, I'm gonna catch up with him. You feel me?
Kicking that dog.
He gonna always have that shit with him.
He better.
That's why he got it for.
Tough because you got this dog. I will kick this fucking dog. I will stop this dog.
Kick that shit in the
You
street.
tough because you got this dog kicking his ass. I'm gonna knock you right out. You ain't
He
gonna be able
funny
to do nothing.
Baxter. He funny
Funny
Baxter.
yo, that's just funny.
He funny
You
Baxter.
get knocked out, and it's 1-on-1 with the dog. You get knocked out with one. I know you're gonna clear him with one.
Nah, he was definitely gonna clean.
Yeah, he gonna
He
clear him with
already
one.
knew.
He been
That's
1-on-1
why
with
he
the
was like,
dog.
whatever the dog gonna do, he gonna do. When I'm knocking this nigga out.
Shout out to Will Ferrell, man.
It been you versus Cujo.
So
you versus Cujo.
I'm not even wasting energy on talking to you. All this power is just building up.
For whatever about to happen, yo. For whatever about to happen.
You only charge me up. You like a motherfucking, you know what I mean? Electricity cord.
All right. Try to cue up this video real quick. We get into a little Pastor Trey question of the day. I feel like we ain't done that in a minute. All right, so the little clip I'm about to bring up is a post from Omarion or some show. Can't really tell whose show it is. Sherry, maybe.
Sherry.
But the title is
Show.
R&B singer Omarion shares his personal opinion on ethical non-monogamy. You feel me? So I wanted to take a listen to that and see how you brothers felt about whatever he offered.
Talking about in my chair for Hot Topics about actor Kofi Saravo, and he says that he practices ethical non-monogamy. Okay, do you think that's a good idea, ethical non-monogamy?
Well, I will say I'm in agreement. You know, I don't know all of the backstory of those words, but I would say for me, being open is important, and also. You know, the women just truly outnumber the men. You know what I mean? And this is
so you're supposed to have, is this like an all-you-can-eat buffet over here?
No, let me...
Okay, go on, explain. I'm not jumping on you.
Let me just say, it's only a few good men. It's only a few good men.
Right.
You know?
Look at them clapping. They don't even know what they clapping for.
Whether or not it's a physical thing, you know, we end up fostering the next generation as well. So why not have our queens or the women? Because I was raised by all women.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Why not have our queens aligned with that? That it takes a village.
Talking about it.
It takes a village. It takes a village. I like what my niggas. I like what he on. I like what he on.
He's gonna be.
He's using a lot of buzzwords.
You know, so this concept isn't really foreign. It's just a little old, you know, and it's meant to be upgraded. And I love this conversation because I think when men are open and honest that they don't want to have just this one thing for the rest of their life, it gives a woman an opportunity to choose and to, you know, further understand.
That is true.
Buckley, I'm gonna start with you, man.
Yeah.
I agree.
What's
Absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work.
you down with the ethical non-monogamy?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Well, what are we doing here? What are we talking about? Like, are we down with the program or not? You know what I'm saying? We try to get the show rolling, the ball going. It works for everybody. You know, we all making money. We all doing what we supposed to do. Why not do it together? And if not, then sometimes you got to chop things down. And if you're really open, you know that one joint might fly away with somebody else, and you can't be mad at that.
Yeah, it's tough when you gotta let that one joint go.
Shit. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's not helping bringing food to the table and shit, they gotta go.
That's a whole different story, absolutely.
You know?
Chubbz, if you're thinking about those words and the concept of ethical non-monogamy?
I'm still trying to figure out the definition of ethical non-monogamy.
Okay.
You want to come at the Chubbz?
I get the idea, but his choice of words is kind of like,
You got something, Lou?
it's a made up shit, really.
I mean,
It ain't scientific.
monogamy is being with one person, right? And so non-monogamous is being of multiple people, but ethical non-monogamy is some kind of understanding of the fact
Keep it at
that
100.
right.
That's
You know what I'm
what. That's
saying?
the key.
Yes.
That's the
key.
part of it.
The key.
It is a thing.
No, hold
It's
before
about-
you
Go ahead.
about to
Go
give a
ahead, Lou.
definition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
before you get a definition, for real. The key to everything that he just said was that men be truthful about who you are and what you want, and allow the women to choose. So it's not about like everybody got a motherfucking like kind of live that way. It's just like, yo, if you feel like, yo, you a nigga that like, yo, you always gonna fuck with a bunch of bitches. So it's like, yeah, but you do got one chick that you fucking love. Or a couple chicks that you love, for real. Yeah. But you always gonna fuck with a couple bitches, but just be honest with them like, yo, I fuck with you and I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Hey,
You know, I
get lucky sometimes.
think the world would be a better place if women chose more.
But that's the thing. We gotta give them women. Louie
If they make
has
the
been
right choices.
Louis
How about
has
that?
said that all the time that women don't make right choices.
That's what it is.
So it's like, yo,
Yo,
they don't
have
choose
to
the right
have
choice.
to give them the right, you know what I'm saying, options. Like, yo, we got to be more clear on what the options are. These are what the options are. You know what I'm saying?
let me just clarify what I mean when I say that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like traditional concept is like, all right, the man's supposed to like go after the woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, yo, it's a lot in that process. You feel me? Because sometimes like a woman ain't even all the way with the shit. Sometimes like she like using. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she got other shit going on, and it's like, yo, they say like he even said in the video, like, it ain't that many good men out here, and it's cause like, yo, we got pursue, and then like, yo, sometimes in pursuing we end up with people just involving ourselves with people with like bad intentions, or just take advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
then
that's
like.
either way.
Then we be like fucked up, you know what I'm saying, about it, and then that's when they say it's less good men. I feel like
that's just the game, I think, regardless of
if-
who do what.
I mean, then I guess I ain't speak on that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's like no fact to anything I'm saying. This is my concept.
I feel what you're saying.
But like, if like women, if this, and this is what the idea, I guess what you're saying, you feel about the game. Like, I'm trying like, if their intentions were like legit, you know what I'm saying? If they was like,
But
I feel like cause what you always say, yo, you don't like somebody till you know they like you.
yeah,
You feel me? So it's
Right.
like, yo, if more women establish like they like legitimately was interested in niggas from the beginning, I think they would get more out of niggas, you feel me?
that's why it's like I feel
Yeah,
you.
I mean-
But it's like at the same time, you gotta like, you feel me, dictate. You can't let her dictate the situation. You feel me? You gotta go off of how you want your woman to move, and then, you know what I'm saying, voice it. You feel me? If she shows any type of interest, voice it. If she don't, anytime she don't really move how you want her to move, you gotta be willing to move on.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You can't keep going back and forth. Then they know they can play with you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be willing to be like, bitch, I ain't worried about you. I'm him. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You was lucky to be around here. You know what I'm saying?
This what I mean by the game. It's men's fault that women can't do what you saying that you want them to do. It's our fault. Because
I'm not saying that that's what I want them to do. If that's what I express, it's not my intention. I was just trying to say, like, I think like it will develop better relationships if it worked that way.
In all honesty, I think it would do the opposite. Because we men, right? So because we men, we'll fuck a lot of shit that we don't really like just because the ass fat or just because whatever. So if women was always shooting they shot, letting niggas know that they like them, niggas would just be fucking them. Like, oh, this bitch like me? I don't even like her, but that ass fat, I'ma just fuck. You feel me? It's too much of a power dynamic for women to do that. Niggas would just be busting them and dipping all the time. Like,
so I think, like, I see what you're saying, but that's the game. I just think, like, if that's your mind frame, though, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying from a woman's point of view, like, if a woman was shooting her shot like at a nigga, I know me personally, if a chick that I may not even really like was shooting her shot at me and it's like, yo, she kind of fat, I would probably just do it. Just cause. So, like, if women was that vulnerable, niggas would
she wants to be in a relationship with this person.
It's
she
giving
really
niggas too much power to,
you know what I'm saying?
We would take too much advantage of that. As men.
So it's like, yo, this is, you gotta find a...
I mean, I think that's just one of the times we's probably, like, different. You know what I'm saying?
I think
that's not my fault, bro.
Nah, go ahead.
That's just like... That's why I be like, my perspective, you feel me?
Yeah,
because,
that's what I
was
about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on different shit, you know what I'm saying, than I be on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
That's
move differently.
I'm not even talking about me. I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about niggas in general.
It'd be a lot
I ain't even talking about me.
But I be wanting to hear you.
I'm just talking about niggas in general who just, if they knew all the chicks that was failing them, they would take advantage of it.
Cause I do not like, and the only reason why, like, I do understand that, you feel me, and I hear you too, cause I've told you that type shit before. I've told you, like, yo, if you really knew, you know what I'm saying, how bitches really look at you for real, you may, you know what I'm saying. Who knows?
But how you supposed to know? They don't say nothing.
They not gonna say nothing. That's why it's up to you to put yourself in their environments. It's up to you to put yourself in their environments. You ain't really gotta, like, go holler, but you just gotta be around them.
Be around.
And once you around them, they may, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything just can happen.
Anything can happen. It's possible. The possibility.
But if you not in those environments, if you staying to the side, if you not getting in the mix, you ain't really gonna see what's what.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's definitely true. I'm just not that type of nigga.
Yo, I'm the
nigga
what you're
that's
saying, yo, but I've been in the mix and it's still like
it don't be like that. They don't say nothing.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, yo,
they're not giving no
even
vibe, no
giving me
nothing,
to
bro.
feel like I should come
Like,
over
what's
there.
that?
I feel
You know
like
what
I'm taking
it
a
be?
complete
You
risk
know what that
going
be
over
then?
there.
You done fucking zeroed in on one.
That might be.
If you got it mixing, you zeroed in on one.
Or somebody that
Then it's like, damn, I ain't getting no fucking flavor because I want this one, but this one ain't really, you know what I mean? You zeroed in on one.
This how I look at it, yo. Like, it's like cooking, yo. If I got groceries in the crib and I want to eat, I gotta cook the meal, yo. If I want this chick, I gotta do something. That's just how it is, bro. This is how it is, yo. If you want that, you gotta go get it, yo. It's not going 99% of the time not falling your lap. It's just not, yo. That's not how it goes.
Airports, it goes both
Go
ways
get what
too.
you want, yo. Go
girls do shit.
1%
scramble that egg, bro. Like, yo,
Girls do shoot they shot, and guys have to.
But
shoot
that's
their
what I'm
shot.
saying. They way more aggressive nowadays. That's why I say all you really got to do is just be around them.
Yeah, that shit's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Just be in the same environment of them. And if you cool, you look cool, you doing your thing, you being you, that shit just going to eventually happen.
Last time I was out, it was all aggression.
It's just going to eventually happen, right, Chubbz?
All aggression.
What was the last time before that?
Last time before that, I wasn't outside or nothing like that. I was chilling. So it was by default.
That was a different situation,
It
though.
was by default.
Come outside, they got crazy.
Outside, they was working.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yo, Chubbz ain't do nothing, bro. I swear, I can't stop talking about it because I'm so proud for real. Yeah, man. Like, yo, he ain't do nothing, and they was running up the Chubbz like.
Lit. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
I said, yeah. But we were just in the spot. I said, all right, come on, let's move over here. All right, come on, let's move over here. All right, come on, let's move over here. Come on, let's move over here. We just let everybody see us. We let the whole club see us.
This the other thing about that though.
For real.
Out of how many women that approach you is the ones that you want though. You feel me?
That's another thing.
Like I don't. A whole bunch of chicks approaching me. Those are not even the ones that I want. So it's like.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's very rare. It's very rare that the ones
if
you
you
want
wasn't-
is the ones that's approaching.
But for example, say if you wasn't scoping and it just happened, and it's like, okay, play the field at that point.
Right, but that was back to my original point. Like,
But that's my thing. It was like, yo, all right, the ones you want, you gotta just put yourself around them.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do anyway.
Yeah,
You feel
put
me?
yourself around them.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with my hooper shorts. But yeah, nah, I like
Fun
to
in the
be able
chase.
to. Not only that, it is fun to, you know what I'm saying, to test your skill. How slick is my wordplay? How convincing is my game? That's the fun
How
part. in
like
it.
confident
Yeah.
is my, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
speech.
that's the skill in it. But then it's also like I said, like, bro, it's about like getting what you want sometimes. Like I want, like, yo, it's nothing like seeing one and like this the one I want,
Yeah.
and then you get that one.
Yeah. I already know. That's
Even
fire.
if she came over and gave me her number, it's not as satisfying as going and getting it myself.
I don't never.
Oh, no, I'll take her giving me the number.
No,
I'm jacking that.
I'm down.
Win is a win.
And sometimes it may,
That's over.
and sometimes it may make you feel like, oh damn, I ain't mean, you feel, she peeped me before I even peeped her. Sometimes it be like that, like, oh damn. But then it's also like, bruh, she wasn't even worried about me when she came in here.
Before I peeped her. I
She
like
wasn't
that.
even worried about me.
I like
Yeah.
those vibes.
Sometimes it be like that
It
too.
do be like that.
It don't be like that for me. It don't be like that.
You gotta get in the gym.
Yo, you gonna say, I ain't even gonna say, you know what I was gonna say? You gotta get in the mirror for real. You gotta work on your stance for real. You
I
gotta
mean,
work
that's
on
what
your,
I meant by getting in the
your
gym. I
swag
meant on some
for real.
Kobe shit. I ain't mean
You
like
know
on
what I'm
some Planet
saying?
Fitness shit.
I mean, I just think at the end of the day, niggas just different. You feel me? I don't think they get no gym. I done been outside of my best and at my worst. You feel me?
Yo, for me, you
That's
wanna
not
know
what I
what
meant
my
by shit.
opinion
That
is?
shit
What I
just the way
see,
that shit
That's not what I
go.
meant.
what I see is, you feel me? Like, yo, you just be shy. It look like you be shy.
It's a cancer trait, bro.
You
I'm
feel
been
me?
honing your
It's a
skills.
cancer
That's what
trait,
I
bro.
mean.
Like,
Getting
it
I've
don't
been
look
shy my
like you
whole
don't
life,
be,
bro. So I get
be
it.
here in an environment or be there, or if something like pop off, you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just be shy. Like,
It gotta
you know
be
what I mean? You
organic,
be-
bro. It has
You know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
organic.
You just be chill,
Right?
You
feel
feel
me?
me?
It has
Like,
to be. It gotta be
you can't just be
organic.
chill.
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
chilling
you gotta
until
make it
something
organic.
Make me. You can't.
Sometimes
like,
you
yo,
gotta
it
make
gotta
it
be organic.
organic.
It gotta
You
just
can't
like
make
have it like a
organic.
magnet.
Yes, you
like,
can. Yes,
But look,
you
hold on,
can.
but right, you can. But look, this is what I tell him. This is what I tell him and Chubbz for real. Like, yo, look, all right. I'm going to make it organic. Y'all just follow me. But they like to just stand still in the spot and chill.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, just follow me because I'm going to go find some group of chicks. And if y'all just around me, you know what I'm saying? You may fall into something.
That's not even the kind of situation I'm really like. Speaking of when I'm like having this conversation, like when niggas go out in that setting, my nigga, like yo, bro, you can go do whatever you want to do. You feel? I like when I'm in that setting that you describing. I like to find me a spot where I'm cool, and I like to be there. Whatever come my way, you feel
fact,
me?
Bro.
Like
I know exactly.
I mean, my nigga, yo, it's like yo, y'all niggas, yo.
I'll be trying to get active.
Yo,
You can get active. I'm gonna be here when you get active.
I'll be trying to get active.
When you're in that spot, you can see everything. So I can see y'all over there getting lit. So then I know when to go over there if it's not popping over here. Y'all got.
I be trying to find a happy medium
That's
for
a
real
fact.
because
Yeah,
it's like, yo,
I'm
at
a
the same time,
two-step.
how I be feeling like with y'all,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make space wherever I'm at.
Nah, that's a
Even
fact.
we gonna make space for real. We gonna post up. We gonna find somewhere to post
hey, yo,
up.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's how I be
Niggas-
feeling.
we did that. It was just
Hey,
two
yo,
of us. We was sitting right out
niggas
front
say that,
lines. We was
bro.
posted at the shit.
My
Hey,
nigga,
holiday. That's just me.
Nah,
That's
yo.
just me, bro.
niggas be in spaces and I be real uncomfortable, my nigga. Like I can't even like spread my shoulders.
VIP and shit
You
like
gotta
that.
let me
Everybody
know,
tight,
like,
tight
yo.
spot.
nigga.
You gotta let me
feel
know.
Nah, that's funny. I used to do that shit a
We
lot.
can move. I don't have no problem moving.
Yeah, I used to do that shit. Everybody being VIP, I go by the bar, go gather in that crowd, mix, mingle, go on the dance floor.
You gotta
Go,
feel
you know what I mean?
You gotta
Enjoy
feel
your
the
night.
people,
Like,
yo.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta see who in the crowd and like.
That's a fact.
For me, like it's always this why I always walk around for real because it's like, yo, I feel like when I stand in one spot,
You missing
everybody in the club don't see me.
everything.
So it's like, yeah, you looking for, you looking at the chicks around you for real, and then you only subject to the chicks around you.
Yeah.
I be trying to see every
The rest
single
of the
chick
club.
in the
That's a
club.
fact.
You know what I mean? And that's why I walk around in
Yeah.
it, because I end up finding something that's just, she on the same shit you on. She just standing there. Hey,
That's how I'm going
you
to the
feel
dance
me?
floor.
She on the same
But the
shit
dance
you
floor used to
on.
be the shit.
But that may be
Right
your
to the
type of
dance
chick
floor.
for
I use
real.
Irish
You
Storm
just
niggas,
may
man.
need to walk around and
man.
find
You go
her.
like,
What you
you
said
go
just
Irish
now,
Storm just be
They was trying to around y'all.
what you said just now make all the
That's
sense in
funny
the
as
world, my
fuck.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm
You
just saying
feel
the only
me?
reason I do it.
You try and be seen. I normally ain't trying to be seen. I'm normally trying to have a good time. You feel
I'll
me?
be having
That's
a good
just his
time.
vibe, bro. That's his vibe. You gotta
No, I'm not trying to tell you
I
to change
mean, nah, I
shit for
know.
real.
I'm just like something that thinking to myself, like, yo, that's just his vibe.
No, we
Like,
just
everybody
talking
be on
about
different
how
time.
like, you feel me, niggas be saying and I be gone. That's just how this shit be happening for real,
Bro.
because niggas just
I mean,
on two
I
different
always look at
vibes
it like when we get in the
sometimes.
club, nigga, it's, you got your VIP, that's home base. But other than that, nigga, I see you later. I'm gonna go. Everybody go venture off. If I see you, I see you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over. You might see me with a. I remember I went
Everybody
to the
on the
club.
prowl. That's how it used to be.
Me and
Everybody
my
on the
man
prowl.
bagged the same girl.
It's
one
easier to
night.
get when you by yourself
That
for
was
real.
crazy.
When it's a crew niggas, you gotta like feed. You gotta feed the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
feed the
don't-
crew.
I don't need
When you by
nobody
yourself, you can
feeding.
find a chick that's with a crew and just talk to her and
That's
then
the
be
best.
on your way.
That's the best.
bitch, do you see this fit I'm wearing right now?
You know what I'm
You see how
saying?
good I look? You
See
see
what
this
she
shape
see?
I
Right,
look?
right,
Shellz
right,
wanted
right,
what his
right.
fit to be
And
seen.
I'm dancing,
He wanted
and
shit
I'm
to be
lit,
seen.
I'm drunk, I'm high,
See
we
that
smoking in the
shit?
club.
God damn. I spent
Yo,
on this.
Chubbz was
What's
like,
wrong with
yo,
you?
I need to get this fit off for real, bro.
Right? That's the only reason.
I need to get. That's why I'm trying to go. I need to get this fit off.
Make her wanna take it off.
Oh, that's how this stuff out. I'm killing shit.
That's about to be a t-shirt. You need to get this fit off.
Yeah.
Hey, Chubbz,
Word.
more power to you.
It's all fun, bro.
Well, Bumpy, appreciate you, bro. You feel me? Glad you pulled up. You feel me?
For sure, bro.
Always coming through. You feel me? You always welcome.
Great time with y'all guys. There's more and more every
Yeah,
time.
man.
My nigga hit me like, yeah, I'd be in town. You know what that mean?
Alright.
I said pardon. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that,
Yeah,
bro.
man, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all keep this consistent, bro. It's a great podcast, bro. Like, I love
Appreciate that, my
Yeah,
nigga.
definitely.
To my guys, you feel me, as always.
Yes, sir, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Brother Frank, as always, providing the time, space, place, and opportunity. Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody watching out there in Tramania. I appreciate y'all. And in the meantime, in the between time, let's try to be a little better to the world. So maybe the world might be a little better to you. Traumatic. Whoop.
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why?
It was a good show.
Because